carb depleted every single day. I'm only taking in 125 grams of carbs, and I got 2 hours of cardio to do. I got a 10-hour shift to work, and I got to work out. I wasn't for the money. Okay. I did it free for a long time. You know, I didn't have a contract my first 5 years in the bodybuilding, so I didn't make a lot of money, but I had a job. They showed up one show with a bus load of women.
I'm serious.
A trailway bus
That's
load.
why you liked Russia.
Yeah. And, you didn't have to pay nothing. It was free. The first shot I got, you know, the pain ceased a lot. The next one I got, it completely went away. I didn't know stem cells could heal a herniated disc, and that was about 3 years ago now. You know, I never got to the point where I was stressed out about it. Never got to the point where I was just tired of doing it, you know. I always look forward to doing it. And I guess it says passion goes a long way. You got passion for something, you never work a day in your life.
Right. What is happening, my peeps? We are here today with the greatest, and when I say the greatest, I do mean the greatest bodybuilder of all time. The man needs absolutely no introduction at all. Ronnie Coleman, Big Ronnie, lightweight baby.
Yeah, buddy.
What's happening, Ronnie, my brother? Yes.
What's happening there?
Yeah.
As usual.
Now, I wanted to start something off at the beginning. It's just to hype it up a little bit. Can you just give us your biggest, like, woo, yeah, buddy.
Woo, yeah, buddy.
You don't sound exactly the same. Have you been practicing?
I think everyone has. Every single person that's trained in the world has done that.
Yeah, buddy.
You still enjoy a catchphrase as much as you did when you first said it?
I don't really say them like I used to, but back in the day when I was lifting heavy weight, yeah, of course.
You needed to say it.
I needed to say it. Now, you know, it's all kind of light. I'm not as serious as I used to be, so it's just a nice, peaceful, quiet workout for the most part.
All right, okay.
Just chilling.
How is the training going these days?
Doing pretty good. I train about 6 days a week still. Still do the same exercises, still do the same routine. You know, I train chest and tricep, back, biceps, shoulders by themselves, legs by themselves, and I do that for 4 days, and then I start over again. So
4-day rotation.
Most of the time, I get all body parts in twice in 8 days, somewhere in there.
And you split them up a little bit, like hammy focused, quad focused, or just do the whole thing?
No, like you just said, you know, I got, you know, quad focus, you know, just like back in the day, hamstring, you know, ain't too much change as far as the training goes. You know, just don't do most of the stuff that requires a lot of balance, like squats and deadlifts, you know. Most exercises I do, mostly just sitting. You do a lot of hammer strength, and you sit on most of those, and a lot of cable exercises. I every now and then I'll do some bench press with barbell. I do dumbbell all the time though, but and it's a lot lighter, a lot more chill these days.
Ronnie, the king of dumbbells, man. We've all seen those videos.
Yeah, those were the good old days. You never know. I think I took a lot of that stuff for granted at the time, but I never thought about getting old and not being able to do that heavyweight at the time. But now I look back and it kind of amazes me a lot, the stuff I used to do. Because I can't come nowhere near those numbers now.
Would you have changed anything about the way you did things training-wise?
No. Everything I did worked for me to win 8 Mr. Olympia, so I ain't too much I would change. I think 8 is quite a bit. you know.
I mean, it's the most. You and Lee, you got the
Exactly.
record there.
Because, you know, you look at these guys now and it's changing hands every year.
Yep.
You know, there's somebody different coming out. And ain't a lot of, you know, succession in a row like it was when Doherty had a little run, Lee had a run, I had a run, Phil had a nice little run. And after
Don't forget about Jay. He had a little run.
Jay had a teeny weeny run.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I got to get Jay. And, you know, now it ain't that no more. I don't know if it'll be that again, the way these guys are looking now, because every era has its own look, seems like. You know, back when we were competing, all the guys were really hard conditioned. Even with Lee Haney in his day, you know, those guys were pretty conditioned. You know, Rich Gaspari brought it to another level when he came out with the striated glutes and everything. And since then, you know, of course, you know, Arnold and Frank Zane, you know, they were just basic in those days. They didn't have the technology then. But once the technology came in and Rich Gaspari got a hold of something real special, it ain't been no turning back. It's been condition, and now it seems like it's going backwards to.
Yeah, I agree.
Backwards to what?
Going back to Arnold days.
Oh, really?
When
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
basics again.
That classic look everyone's kind of prefer.
Everyone's looking softer, you mean,
There'll
or what?
be like maybe one guy that's like real good condition up there on stage, and the other guys will be like, okay, we just here to compete.
Why do you think
We're
that
not
is?
here to win. Huh?
Why do you think that is? Like, why has it gone from such a?
Well, I know exactly what it is. It's a lack of discipline.
Oh, right.
It takes a lot of hard work and discipline. You know, for the most part, you know, the guys that became before these guys now, we didn't have all this social media stuff where you could just make tons of money just putting out content, you know. YouTube, you know, Instagram, X, Snapchat, or the TikTok. You got so many platforms where you can make tons of money. And when it comes to the stage no more, I mean, the hunger is not there like it was back then, because that's all you had was the stage.
Yep.
You didn't have all these other avenues to make money from. So it seems like they don't work as hard because they don't feel that they have to, because, you know, they got all these other avenues to make money.
I think I've noticed that. You know, it's like from around after Phil Heath, it just seems to have gone a little bit
It went
funny.
down.
Like, yeah. And like you said, we're getting like new Mr. O's every year, you know, chopping and changing.
Ain't nobody stepping in and dominating like
Big Ron.
Yeah, I want this thing for a while.
Yeah, it was a while.
I give me one, I'm okay. I'm gonna chill for a little bit now.
So you think people are more in it now for the money than the passion? Like, because obviously back in when you was competing,
Yeah, it's
you
most
were
definitely
you was for the
that.
passion, wasn't you?
Yeah,
Or was
yeah.
you for the money? Was you ever for the money at
I
all?
wasn't for the money. I did it free for a long time. You know, I didn't have a contract my first 5 years in the bodybuilding, so I didn't make a lot of money, but I had a job, so, you know.
You know, you said actually at some point you said you was driving Corvettes and this and
Yeah,
other stuff.
yeah,
So
before.
how was you doing that before bodybuilding?
Because I made a lot of money working for the police department.
Oh,
a lot of
right.
people don't know that, you know, police department is not your only source of income. That's just your continuous source of income. A lot of the main source of income comes from off-duty jobs, because you make like twice what you make at the police department.
Like private security.
Yeah, private security.
Oh, you was doing private security
Yeah, I was
and stuff.
doing a lot of that. Like I worked at Denny's, I worked at like boot stores, a lot of mall jobs, a lot of the baseball, football games you could work, you know, and
Easy
you
money,
make
right?
make so much more money. And
You're a machine. How was you doing all this stuff?
Yeah, like
Police,
bodybuilding. I'm a
all of
machine.
it.
I'm a hustler.
Did you sleep? Did you ever sleep or?
Oh yeah, I didn't need much sleep back in those days. I was a machine. Like I get 4 or 5 hours of sleep, I'm good. You know.
Wow. For all the recovery as well, you just needed 5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is before
It
bodybuilding.
didn't take me long to recover at all. I was telling somebody yesterday. By the time I finished my workout and I got to work, I was fully recovered. It took me, after the workout, it took me about 30 minutes max to recover.
That's good.
But, you know,
genetics.
I think my body is different from a lot of people's body. And, you know, everybody's body is different. And with me, because of my genetic makeup and my ability to be real focused while I'm in the gym and work hard and train hard and dedicate myself, you know, it all pays off. And that payoff is also in the way that my body recovers also. Because a lot of people, you know, they couldn't do what I did. You know, I was just different, you know. Everybody's different, you know, in some kind of way. I was just different that I could go and work out for about an hour, hour and a half at the most, and give it my all the whole time I'm in the gym. And by the time, at least 30 minutes later, I'm fully recovered. I can go work a 10-hour shift at the police department like it ain't nothing.
Wow.
I think you're right.
And I could get off from work and I could keep going, you know. I would get off from work and I'd still do another hour cardio and everything, you know. And
Would you just zone out, or what is it? How does it work?
zone in.
Like, so it's not even zoning out.
No, I'm zoning
You're fully
in.
aware of what you're doing.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
I'm zoning in. Yeah,
So you must really love that job then.
Oh yeah. The job in working out was about the same. I'm out of passion for both. Yeah, that's you know, I just tell people, you know, once you find passion for something, you never work a day in your life. You look forward to doing it, and that's the way it was with me. I look forward to going to work and getting away from the bodybuilding thing because it was just like an escape for me to think about something else and do something else, and allow my mind to be occupied with something else besides bodybuilding. So it's just a renewed strength, a focus right there, you know.
That's an interesting job to take your mind off things.
Yeah,
Damn.
You really need to be focused at this job too, because people out there trying to kill you.
Yeah. Did anyone ever try to
All
kill
the
you?
time.
All the time.
All the time, you know. I ain't never had anybody shoot at me or nothing like that, but, you know, I was very fortunate. I'll just say that, you know, because there were a lot of guys that got shot at and got shot and killed and, you know, everything. Especially nowadays, it's way out of control.
Which police
At least back in
department
my
was
day,
it?
they respected you.
Yeah.
Now they don't have no respect for you at all. They rather soon hit you in the face and knock you out than even just to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of times, guys just get sniped. You know, sitting in their car, somebody just walk up behind and shoot them, kill them, just like that. That just happened in Dallas about a couple months ago. A guy sitting in his car, just chilling, you know, and somebody walked up to him, shot him, killed him.
Police officer.
Nice guy, yeah. Police officer, yeah. Nice guy too.
Why do you think
know.
stuff like this is happening? What's going on?
Oh, people just don't have, like I said, they don't have no respect no more, you know.
Is that because of all the racism and things like that in the police force and stuff?
Yeah, people are all mad about everything now. You know, there's all this hate against everything, bureaucracy and way things are going, you know, what's going on in the world today. It's just a lot of chaos for the most part, you know.
Yeah.
Did you see any racism in the police force?
Oh
when you
yeah,
was there?
oh yeah. I mean, a lot of people don't even try to hide it. You know, I've been called racist name, you know, all that works a lot of time.
Okay.
But you know,
How did you react to that?
Oh, I tried to knock the guy out.
I was about to say, who the fuck had the ball, the bars, the cajonas to a big guy Ronnie?
Look like the Terminator.
I'm trying to hurt him. Actually, I did hurt him, you know.
That's bad.
Last time he
him
called
up.
somebody
Even the criminals on the street, they're like, you know what? It's not even worth it, man. I don't want none of this.
Exactly. I never had nobody to step up to me and challenge me. That's for sure. Never. Out of the 15 years I was there, you know. Anyway.
All easy arrests.
All easy.
Yeah.
Real easy.
Did you shoot anyone?
No. Never had nobody shoot at me, so I didn't. And then shoot at nobody else
Thank
either.
God.
You know, that's the only time you can shoot somebody.
How many, do you know how many arrests you made?
Oh no! I used to make 5 in a day.
Oh, serious?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
catching them criminals.
Oh yeah. It's easy. It's so
You're like
much,
a superhero.
it's so much going on out in the streets. You know,
no.
so much crime out there. I mean, it's easy to make 3, 4, 5 arrests a day. You know, and I did sometimes. You know, but that's it kept me busy too. Like I said,
What was the worst crime you ever arrested someone for?
See, detectives do all the follow-up work. We get the initial reports. So
It was like first responder.
yeah. Like, you know, I worked this double murder one day. By the time I got there, of course, it's all over with. So we solved that case that day because the guy who did it, he just walked away. Some kid shot 2 people in the head and just walked away like it wasn't nothing. And we just picked him up walking down the street. So that case was solved right then and there.
And didn't this have like an effect on your bodybuilding? You know, having to deal with murder cases.
You know, I was telling people the other day I used to try to get off from work early, and that one was one of that cases that got me stuck on overtime.
Ronnie needed to go gym.
I need to go do my cardio every night after work. So I'm trying to get home and eat my, you know, I got 2 more meals to go. So I'm trying to get home, eat my 2 meals and do my cardio and, you know, and shower and all that kind of stuff. So I ain't trying to work no overtime. And so most of the time at the end of the night when it's time to go home, I'm looking for something to take me home, a call that'll take me home and get off on time, because every now and then, you know, it'll get so busy around there, the dispatcher, she'll send you on a late call and you got to work overtime. Well, they try not to, but sometimes they can't help it.
Jury calls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's someone out there that just remembers you arresting them.
Oh yeah, no.
Have you ever bumped into any after?
People come up to me all the time. Not only did I arrest them, I wrote them a ticket. If I had some kind of interaction with them, they remember me. Because I was 325, you know, back in those days.
He was the biggest. I think it's easy enough to say you was probably the biggest police officer ever in the history of mankind.
I'm not even close. So I had no problem with nobody. As soon as I showed up on scene, it was instant respect.
Calm
Every single time. And and they noticed it right away. And they would even let me know, well, whatever you need me to do, officer, we ain't giving you no problem. That's for sure. None of us.
It seems like to me,
always like that too. Always.
It seems like to me, you just take everything easy, man. You know, like if it's a murder, if it's a ticket, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Life's gonna carry on.
To going to work because I love the work that I did. You know, I didn't write a lot of tickets because you know that wasn't my main job. My main job to go to work and help people. So I'm looking to help as many people as I can first. You know, I help people by putting people in jail.
Well, helping the victims.
You know, somebody beat their wife up or something, so they need to go to jail. They done got into fights with their friends. Somebody needs to go to jail, you know.
Ronnie sends them.
Exactly. I even arrested this girl one time for hitting her mom, you know.
That's mad.
Sometimes family members need to go to jail, you know, when they fight. I arrested some brothers too, you know.
You arrested your brother?
No, some brothers, you know, 2 brothers. I get to see 2 brothers.
2 brothers, yeah.
And
they both had to go together.
They both had to go together, yeah.
It's mad. You know, earlier we was talking about genetics. Sorry, I'm going to take this somewhere else now. You was talking about genetics. Is there anyone in your family which is showing potential?
No.
No one's showing anything?
You know, I noticed something about my genetics. See, my mom had 3 kids, and she had the muscle genetics. She was muscular, very. And I got it, and my sister and brother didn't get it. And now I look at my kids. Me and my wife got 4 kids together. 2 of my daughters got my genetics and 2 of them don't. So it's
you think
kind
they're
of
gonna
a
be
hit
interested
and
in
miss thing.
How old are those daughters?
Basically,
do you have any
10, 11,
grandkids?
12, 14.
Okay. So we got to wait for the grandkids.
I
at
got
some
2
point.
grandkids.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I got a boy and a girl.
You've got 6 kids in total, right?
I got 8 in total. I got 8 girls.
Hell,
You got 8
Jesus.
girls?
Yeah.
Wow, my
Yeah.
God. This is-
8 girls?
My oldest daughter is 38.
Oh, wow.
You know what?
37.
Not only are you the
37,
greatest
38.
bodybuilder of all time, but fuck me, having 8 daughters,
Yeah.
man, you deserve a medal for that alone. Just that.
Yep, 8 daughters. Yeah, it's weird the way things happen. You know, I tried 8 times to have a boy.
It's really common. I find with a lot of bodybuilders, we seem to have girls more than boys.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but that's
Keeping with
that's what I have.
testosterone.
Yeah, well, you know,
I ain't sharing this shit.
women's sports has really picked up lately. You know, like basketball, tennis has always been there, but basketball is coming on big and strong. They got girls football, but there ain't too many guys interested in it. But all the women's sports are really picking up now. You know, and I guess that's just what you see with my generation with all these girls. You know. And it's a good thing though, because women's sports are real interesting and real exciting too. I got season tickets to the women basketball games, and I like all women's sports. All of them I'm a fan of for the most part.
When you say all women's sports, do you mean all women's sports?
Yeah.
Is stripping a women's sport as well? Pole dancing is that?
Those are the best.
I know
ones.
you, Ronnie. I know you.
Those are the best ones.
Amen.
What, you hit up strip clubs, yeah? You hit up the strip clubs, yeah?
No, that's something I used to do when I was young. I haven't done that in the last 20-some years.
Oh, really?
But when I was young, I was there every night.
As a regular, you had the membership card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's stuff you do when you're young. I got family and kids now, so
yeah, of course.
I'd rather spend time with them, than go to the strip club or whatever.
Times have moved on.
I've been there and done that, that stuff get old real quick.
It seems like to me, Ronnie, you got the fucking amazing genetics. You got the hunger for it, like unreal hunger for it. And on top of that, I watched some video the other day. I can't remember. I think it was Milos that posted it, and it was like it really hit me. It was like you just not complaining. It doesn't matter what happens. There's no. Yeah. Let's put that up and play it quickly. Let's get that video up.
While we're waiting for this video,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you one more police question. So obviously you took a couple steroids, like when you was training and that, whatever.
yeah.
But so how did that play out, like while you was being a police officer? 'Cause isn't it like,
see, you gotta look at it. Normally, you gotta be done something, be found guilty of something. So I really didn't do anything to be found guilty of anything. So
Did they test for those?
no, they didn't. You gotta have a reason to test for certain things. You gotta go out and commit some kind of crime. I never did anything like that.
Yeah, I know, because the rules they're a little bit different in America to here. So here, steroid use is completely legal.
Yeah,
for personal use, police are allowed to use
That's
it.
where it
Anyone's
is.
allowed
That's
to
where
use
it is at home too now.
Oh, is it the same in America now? They've changed it, because I remember.
They
I don't
got
remember what it was.
these HRT clinics you can go to.
Oh right, yeah. So if it's not for HRT, do they consider it like drug use there, or?
Yeah, if you just get it off the
Black
black
market.
market. Yeah, but most clinics got all this basic need that you need for muscle building and everything.
so am I right in saying that you believe then if you didn't get caught that it wasn't bad?
Because it's not bad, man.
I guess I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, okay. You didn't actually know at the time that they were like that. No, you didn't know they were illegal at the time, or you did?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I know it. Yeah.
Right, which video is it anyway?
That one right there.
This one,
with
yeah?
the suit on.
In 1992, I didn't play at all in the Olympias. Didn't give dime. Didn't give dollar. I did for fighting. 1994, I played when I got 15. 1995, I didn't complain when I got 11. 1996, I didn't complain when I got 6. 1997, I didn't complain when I got 9. The moral of the story, why I complain? That's okay. If y'all want to do something different, like the sport you compete in, you got a problem with it, don't compete. I didn't complain, I ain't fine, I just get violated. So what I kept doing, I get dirty, and what I kept doing, it was beat y'all. You only complain, they think you're 5 out, like a young kid that I let on them, you should know with us.
Yo.
Like this. They say the police.
That's the most gangster video.
Tell me you just took shots at someone without using a gun.
Nah, that was cold.
That was pure cold.
How do you feel when you're looking at that? No.
I don't even know what that was about.
You don't remember it?
I'm called to please.
I'm guessing someone was complaining.
Yeah, someone was
Someone bitching.
That's very funny.
Who was it that was? Do you don't remember who? What
no, I think Sean
was it
said.
Sean Ray? It was Sean Ray.
Sean said he had said something to me, and I went off. He said I got the wrong idea. I'm like, dude, I'm called to plead. You don't need to be giving me no reason to go off. I'm already in a bad mood. I was just talking about that yesterday. Every day I went to work, I was in a bad mood because I was called to plead. It's not that I don't want to be there. I just don't want to be bothered. So if you don't bother me, everything, we're going to get along good and we're going to have a good time. But if you bother me, we're going to have a problem.
And nobody likes to hear complaining, right?
If you bother me, we're going to have a problem. Because like I said, I'm already in a bad mood. So just don't encourage it. Because hey, I get pretty bad. Because sometimes, I don't care what happens when you're in that mood.
What, you talking about competitors or you talking about fans?
I'm talking about competitors.
Just competitors.
I was talking about when I was competing. My car was so low, I didn't have that much energy, so I wasn't hyper, and I wasn't in a real good mood because of it.
Peak week, show day.
I'm called to plead every single day. I'm only taking in 125 grams of carbs, and I got 2 hours of cardio to do. I got a 10-hour shift to work, and I got to work out.
And you weigh more than 300 pounds. Jesus.
300-something pounds. So, I'm going through this every single day,
Running on fumes.
Yeah, I'm running on fumes every single day until 3 days out from the show. That's when I get a chance to have 1,500 grams of carbs a day. And that's when I go crazy. That's why you see me up there all hyper on stage, because I'm carved up. I'm ready to roll.
That's when the fun begins.
Fight.
But yeah, we've all seen your videos if you're eating as well, man. And I love it. It's proper classic American, the grits, the collard greens.
600 grams of protein a day.
Yeah,
a lot of eating. A lot of eating.
Did you make all your meals yourself?
My mom cooked all my food, for me, and I just warm it up for the most part. She bring it over every 2 or 3 days for me.
All right.
And put
sounds a bit like me.
And when it's time for me to eat, I just bring out my little scale, measure out my 100 grams of protein, my 40 grams of carbs, and go with it. Because I weighed and measured everything I ate. Make sure I got my 600 grams of protein and my 125 grams of carbs. Because, that's the winning formula.
You need the protein.
Yep,
need nothing preparing or growing with
I didn't know all of this stuff till I got with Chad, I thought me eating 400 grams was way more than enough. He was like, no, dude, you want to put on some size? You got to eat. And I started eating. I started putting on size.
Yep.
I mean, some major muscle size at that. So Chad taught me a lot. I used to think I was doing enough cardio also. I thought an hour a day was a lot. And he's like, no, dude, you got to do 2. I'm like, whoa. and I did too, and condition came. So everything he showed me, you know, it improved everything. And he changed all supplementation and he changed everything. Everything I was doing, you know, he changed it up.
What, even the training or just the nutrition you're talking about?
Nutrition wise, he changed everything. My training pretty much stayed the same because I was always a beast in the gym, you know.
What do you think had the most effect though, the most difference? Is it the food or was it the training?
No, it's food.
Yeah.
Most definitely the food.
Took you up.
Took me up, yeah.
I think that's for your average Joe, you know, who don't go gym. It's the most underspoken part.
Yeah.
They don't
people-
realize they look at
they
a
don't
big
know
guy
how-
like Ronnie. They're like, that guy must train up.
Yeah.
But they don't realize how much he
I only
fucking
trained an
eats.
hour.
Yeah, that's an hour of your day.
15 minutes a day.
There's another 23
You said
hours in the
you said
day.
it was the
Every
sleep as well,
single
right?
day.
Yeah, but this is
How
what I'm
much would you
saying.
sleep in them times? I know you said you slept 5
didn't
hours
sleep a
before.
lot.
I slept 6 hours. I slept from 4 to
At that time?
7 and 8 to 11. When I
You wake up in the night to have a meal and
yeah,
then
'cause
go
I
back to sleep.
And go back to sleep.
That's mad.
That dedication is
Yeah,
unreal.
yeah.
But yeah, it's like the eating and the sleeping is the most important part. of bodybuilding, man.
And 6 hours was a lot because I would wake up fully charged.
6 was good for you.
Yeah, it worked every year.
Well, they say everyone's different. 6 hours for me don't work, man.
Oh,
I need my 8 hours.
I didn't even take naps or nothing. So that.
And you
that's all
was
I
running
got.
around the streets,
And I'm
policing.
working 10-hour shift and everything.
Do you reckon was you a bit hyperactive back then? Do you
Oh,
reckon?
very, very.
So do you reckon you might have had ADHD or anything like that?
No, nothing like that. That's just something
Did you
made
get
up.
tested?
Oh, no, that's just something made up from people that have an excuse for something.
No. I
believe in
think
that.
that's like a bit of a superpower, having ADHD sometimes. I think it can push you, like, can really give you that energy.
Well, I guess I had that then. Because I had a ton of energy each and every single day.
I mean, that's amazing.
You're not able to work a 10-hour shift,
No.
do 2 hours of cardio, and do some heavy lifting in the gym.
Some real heavy.
After this,
Because I went heavy every single day. You know, I'm squatting 600 for 12 reps every single.
Let's bring up
workout.
that. Let's bring up that video. Let's bring up your heaviest.
All the workout you see me doing here is what I do in the gym every single day.
Let's bring up that.
Like
that,
the
I think
200-pound dumbbells, every workout.
everywhere.
Every workout.
that's mad.
Every week.
Do you still love training as much as now as you did back then?
Yeah, just as much now as I did back then.
Still the best part of your day.
Yep, still the best part of the day. Yeah.
So this is probably one of the most famous videos.
Yeah,
Ever.
because I thought this was going to be heavy because I had already deadlifted it. And I guess they say, the laws of nature really takes over in a lot of things that you do.
So you got your
When I
Superman suit on.
deadlifted 800 pounds, I was pulling from the floor and gravity is right there pulling against you. But when you're squatting 800, it's way up here on your shoulder, and therefore gravity can't get to it until you go down. But that's the only time it gets you out.
That is
And that's what I didn't take into account. So
That's
I could have did
8.5
this.
plates
I could have did
there.
this at least 6 reps, but I didn't take gravity into account.
So how many did we get here? Was it 4?
I only got 2.
2.
Oh yeah, I did 750 like 4 or 5, something like that. I don't know if that's on there, but this is the 800 here. But I worked my way up to this. I started out with 1 plate, then I went up to like 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way up to 800.
What made you do that, Ronnie? Like, what was the? I think people want to know what was the because as a bodybuilder, we're not power lifters.
Yeah, exactly.
What was going through your head, Ronnie?
I
Tell
just
us.
wanted to see what I could do on that particular day. Because the same thing with when I did the deadlift. Same thing. Like, you know what? I wonder how much I can really do on deadlift. Because I never deadlifted 800 before. I always got to 750 and just stopped right there. I like, if I would do 750 for like 4 or 5 reps. I'm like, if I do 750 for 4 or 5, I know I can do 800 for at least 2 or 3.
100%.
Yeah. And that's what I did.
But why?
Same thing on squats. I've always wanted to squat real heavy You see how many reps.
Did you ever think, you know, man, is this taking a big risk now? Because I could just blow my meniscus, my back, you know, this could ruin, you know, my Olympia shot this year.
One time I was squatting and I blew I herniated the disc. You know, I took off for about a week and I thought, man, I still got my same strength. No, I didn't have my same strength, and I was coming up on rep number 8 with 600, you know. Pow! Like, man, what was that?
Gunshot.
Yeah, gunshot. Yeah, it was so loud it hurt my ear. And I dropped the weight, and I thought the guy hit me, you know, because we always slap each other. You see Brian when he hit me in the back of the neck. I thought the guy hit me on the back of the neck. I'm like, dude, did you hit me? He said, no, I didn't touch you. I'm like, man, I just heard a loud sound. He's like, yeah, I heard that too.
That was your body slapping you, telling you enough.
Yeah, that's what
That was your back exploding, wasn't
yeah,
it?
that's my back exploded, really.
That's crazy.
And I put the weight up and kept working out.
Oh, that's madness.
I went back to and I did leg press, went real heavy. I did walking lunges out in the parking lot, went heavy on that. And I did
We've all seen that videos too.
I did a couple of hamstring exercises, you know, normal weight and stuff. And I went home and I was on my way to work. I fixed my food. I was on my way to work, and my back always hurt, you know, after every leg workout.
Yeah.
Every day.
When you're squatting like that.
Yeah. You're squatting like that, and you're gonna have a little
Back
recovery time, but it always stops when I get to work.
Half an hour later.
Yeah, about a half an hour later. This day, it didn't stop, and I'm like, something wrong. You know your body.
Yeah.
And I went to the hospital, and that's when I found out I herniated that disc. And I'm like, man, it's supposed to last this long. And for 2 weeks, I didn't do anything. I was in so much pain. And I finally decided, you know what? I ain't going to get no bigger, no better just sitting around. Yeah. I'm going back to the gym, do me some more squats.
Oh, damn. He was training on that busted disc.
Yeah, on slip disc. I went back to the gym, did squats, and boy, I was weak. I couldn't do no more than like 300 for like 10 reps. I'm like, okay, that's good enough for me. I got to let this body heal up a little bit, you know.
Well, so you did one session and then you just said, I'm going to take more time off.
No.
You just continued training.
I continued training. I was getting ready for the Arnold Classic, so I continued training. I still did my regular, you know, squats, hack squats, you know, everything was just light, you know. I normally go up to the 600 on squats. Most I can get was with that herniated disc was 300. You know, the leg press, you know, I normally go up to like 1,500, you know, but with that herniated disc, I can get like 800. And hack squats, same thing. I normally do like 6, 7 plates on hack squats. With that herniated disc, I can only do like 3 or 4. And I did that for about a year or so until my body rehabilitated itself. Because the doctor, the chiropractor, was telling me that you don't have to get surgery. You can rehabilitate this yourself by going to the gym, working out.
Well, the doctor said you can fix your
back by going to the gym, working out.
Really? Is that the real remedy for fixing a slick disc?
Yeah, and it worked.
Oh, wow.
Because I worked my way back up to 800, you know, 2 years later. And I was healed, you know.
Wow.
I did 800 on the deadlift. Then I did 800 on the squat. All with that disc still herniated, but you know, rehabilitated from working out, building up the strength in it. Wow. And I went to a chiropractor 3 times a week. And they put me on all these machines that would pull my discs apart, you know, keep that fluid in there, keep them lubricated, and it worked out perfectly.
I think as bodybuilders, we've all been there, man. We've all let the ego take over a little bit, and we wanted to, you know, hit that maximum, just see where we're at or whatever.
Exactly.
Now looking back where you are now, you know, obviously you've got, you know, issues with your walking, and would you have changed anything about your
Not
training?
a thing. The only thing I would have changed is I I wish I would have did more on that squat. I think
I've watched a lot of interviews and you say this. You really mean
He
this.
said it here in the seminar, and I was just waiting for how many more reps?
4.
So we're gonna go for 6.
I had 4 more reps in me. Because I know what I can do, and I know how heavy stuff is when I've done it. You know, that first rep was light. It was like I was doing about 600. It was like 600 pounds. And, you know, when I got 600 on there, I can do, 15 reps.
Yeah.
But with 800, that's what it felt like, 6. So
That was a good day.
yeah, because you know what? You know how long I psyched myself up? It took me a whole month to psych myself up to get that weight up. I went out and bought that suit, and I bought a squat rack, and I practiced on it, and everything. And I was telling myself every day I go to the gym, I'm gonna get this 800. I'm gonna get this 800.
So it was building up for a month.
I was building up for a month.
I was going to ask you, talk us through that day, because, we've all had them days where we get to the gym
So
and
when
we're
I got
feeling
to the
good
gym,
and we go for it.
When I got to the gym, I felt the best I've ever felt my whole life.
Yeah.
I felt like I could have lifted the gym. I actually felt like Superman.
And you look like Superman.
Yeah, and I felt like it wasn't nothing I couldn't do that day. And when I finished doing the squat, I went to leg press and did 2,300.
Yep.
And for 9 reps,
No more space left to put the blades on.
Exactly. So that's how good I felt back then. But they say the mind is stronger than the body, and with me, I can talk my mind into doing anything I want to. My body's just gonna follow along because my mind is stronger.
That's the case, I think, with a lot of people. The mind is a very powerful thing, man. A lot more powerful than your physical, body. You tell yourself you can do something.
You tell yourself you can do something. You believe in your mind. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
So just so when you did that 4 reps and you wanted to get the 4 extra reps, how come you didn't just go back the next day and go?
Because I was ready for the Olympia and I didn't want to hurt you another day.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah.
Because when I deadlifted the 800, I was 5 weeks out from the Olympia. And I was in pretty good shape.
Some would say that's fucking crazy. 5 weeks out from the O and you're whacking on the heaviest even.
Yeah, I didn't believe in getting hurt.
I don't believe in injuries.
Yeah, I don't believe in injuries. That's a state of mind. If you don't think it's gonna happen, it ain't gonna happen.
That's true though.
And I never got injured.
Manifested it. But
and if I did get injured, I was gonna work my way around it.
Yeah.
Like I did when I herniated this. You can rehabilitate yourself from a herniated disc. Ain't too much worse can happen.
With the herniated disc, is that what's happening with your back now? What's going on with your back now?
Oh man, I've had so many surgeries now. I think
because of the herniated disc or other stuff.
Yeah, it caused other stuff to happen.
Oh, okay.
It caused all of them to herniate.
Oh, really?
It's like stacking a bunch of cans on top of each other. You take one out and they all fall. And that's kind of like what happened with my disc. Once that one came out, they all eventually fell out.
Slipped.
Yeah, they all slipped, and then I had to have it fused. So my whole back is fused, and I got cages around all my discs, and I still got about 18 screws there holding everything together.
Jesus.
Wow.
You're like a cyborg.
Hardware, yeah.
You're like a cyborg.
Yeah, I do. And I got two rods here. One here attached to my femur here.
Oh, God.
One here attached to my finger holding my disc, right, my lower disc together.
What type of treatments are you doing to help with that at the moment?
I do a therapy. I go to therapy twice a week at this facility called TMI. And then I also do some stuff at home, some exercises at home. And I do pool therapy also. I do.
Pool
I have
therapy
pool
in the pool.
therapy,
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched the video of you doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I got a swimming pool at my house, and I get in there and do a lot of therapy also. So all that helps out, and I'm trying to get everything strengthened back up because my larger muscles are pretty strong. It's just the smaller ones that I got to get stronger because I don't work them enough. And I've been working my large muscles my whole entire life, but the smaller ones I never worked. So that's why I'm doing that therapy, and we work on all the small muscles in there.
Yeah. Are you optimistic about ever?
I'm
walking again?
always. I wouldn't be doing it.
Of course you are. Ronnie, we're talking about now.
You weighing 8 Olympians ain't too much you can't do.
That's true.
Anything is possible, especially like I said, if you believe in it.
Yeah.
And I most definitely believe, especially after I won all those Olympias and went through all that. You know, I look back at all that stuff, and I never really enjoyed winning the Olympia because I was always getting ready for it. I don't enjoy it till now. You know, I look back and say, man, I really did something. At the time I was doing, I was focused on trying to win all the time. So I never really relaxed.
Felt the moment.
I would, I would take time and recover, but I'm still not relaxing because recovering is a part of work also.
Yeah.
Because you gotta prevent yourself from going in there in the gym. You gotta make a conscious effort not to go in the gym and work out. You know,
Breaking the habit.
especially when especially you got a habit of doing something every day.
Yeah.
You know,
And it's a
like
passion
being
as well.
addicted to something. You know, so you gotta work. Just like you got the addiction you fight when you get addicted to drugs or whatever, or alcohol or whatever. You know, that's bad. So that's kind of like what that was for me. So I still didn't enjoy it, you know, even though I wasn't going to the gym working out, because I'm trying to let my body heal up and recover so I can, you know, do the damage again to it, you know, because, you know, if you just constantly just beat something up, it's going to eventually wear out, you know. So I was trying to keep myself from wearing out. That's how I think I was able to win those 8 Olympiads, you know, because, you know, I never got to the point where I was stressed out about it. Never got to the point where I was just tired of doing it, you know. I always look forward to doing it. And I guess it says passion goes a long way. You got passion for something, you never work a day in your life. And that's the same thing happened at the police department also. You know, I had so much passion for doing that stuff. You know, I would do it for free, and I did it for free. And I worked. I went to the gym and trained and competed for free. You know, when I first.
You was working for the police for free.
Yeah. When I retired, they let me hang around and do reserves so I can keep my license. And but they don't pay you, but you just got to show up.
Like a support officer sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That is passion.
That is passion.
Yeah,
That is real passion.
Yeah,
I mean, that's one of the probably one of the most
I'm still-
dangerous and difficult jobs.
Exactly, yeah. And we actually had a guy got killed that was a reserve officer. He was in the car with another officer. When you reserve, you ride around with another officer. You don't drive by yourself no more. So this reserve officer was with a guy, and he pulled out, and truck hit him. Going like, I don't know, that truck had to be going close to 80, 90 miles an hour. Killed both of them.
Was this on like a highway or?
No, there wasn't no highway.
Oh, there's someone that's actually trying to hit into them, were they?
No.
it's a
No.
accident.
He was it's just an accident, a vehicle accident. That's all it was. But, you know, you're still going through the dangers of everyday job, you know, for free.
You know what? We need more people like you, Ronnie. Honestly, right here in the UK right now, we've got a massive recruitment problem with the police. Nobody wants to be policing.
Yeah,
And
same.
they're losing more police than they are recruiting.
Yeah, same back home. Back home. We always was hiring police officers. And I'm quite sure it's worse now. You know, because like I said, people don't really want to do it now because they don't have no respect for police now. None whatsoever. At least back in my day, they did. You know, you didn't see people fighting the police all the time, talking bad, want to take money from them and put it in other places. Like, it's
Well,
crazy.
we might see some changes, I'm guessing, in America. Trump, when he gets in, he's very pro-police.
Isn't he? I thought he's in. Isn't he in?
Yeah, but he starts in January.
Oh, okay, so
yeah,
it's January.
he's the president-elect at the moment.
Yeah.
Kamala or Trump?
Uh,
Big Rob, we saw the ballot
I'm
paper.
ready for whoever's going to do the best job. And they say Trump is the best.
Yeah.
So I'm for Trump.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Kamala.
Oh, okay. Why?
I'm a Democrat.
Okay. Okay.
I just vote Democrat the whole time. I'm voting all the time.
It's strange because we find, I don't know, it's something I've noticed. Most bodybuilders in America, they're more sort of Republican.
Oh yeah,
Tax breaks and that, innit?
yeah,
They
yeah.
seem to be a bit more on the other
But see, yeah, I guess it's how you grew up. You know, when I grew up, my whole family was all Democrat. So
It's a family passed down.
yeah.
We get the same thing here, man. You know, my granddad voted for Labour. I'll vote for Labour too. Like, and you don't even know why you're
Exactly, yeah.
voting for them. But
Exactly.
almost like a football team you're supporting, isn't it? Yeah.
but like I said, I'm for whoever's going to do the best job.
What do you actually think of Trump? You got any views? How do you feel about him?
I've always liked Trump. I used to watch his TV shows all the time. You know, I've always been a big fan and liked everything he's always done. So I don't have anything against him, not whatsoever. He does what he wants to do, and he lives his life the way he wants to live it.
He does. Yeah.
Can't have nothing but respect for somebody like that. At least you know where they stand. You know, and they ain't afraid to tell you what's on their mind and how they feel. That's the best kind of person you need to be.
Lead your country.
Yeah, and be with, you know.
Have you ever thought about taking up a political role yourself?
No, never.
Nope.
No, I'm.
We did see your name on the ballot paper on your
Somebody voted for me, wrote my name in there. I'm like, people do crazy things all the time, but that's a good one.
We did have, Arnie back in the day was the governor of California.
Yeah. It's just something you gotta have. He had passion for that, you know. There ain't no way you could do that for so long and not have passion for it. Just like, you know, me working for the police department. You know,
That's why I asked,
15
because
years.
you're very selfless and you gave your time to your community. And
Yeah, I like doing it on that lower level, not the high level. It's less political. The higher you do it, the more political it is.
That's true.
The lower you are, the less political. So
There was a getting back to when we were talking about the food. Wasn't there a food thing you wanted to ask him about the cheese? Cheese.
I was just curious about that cheese thing, the cheese powder that you put on.
Molly cheese, yeah.
It's just interesting.
Yeah, it tastes just like cheese.
We don't have that in the UK. We don't have that in the UK. So I was
I don't know why everybody should have that. You need stuff like that.
Would you ever think about bringing out a brand, running brand of cheese?
I don't know. I'd have to find somebody that put together a pretty good formula, because if I'm gonna use it, it's got to be good. Like that one is. That one is really off the chain good. I used to buy by the box.
I can't even imagine what it tastes like. I just can't.
It
like
tastes
cheese.
just like cheese.
It just tastes like cheese.
Yep, tastes
So why
just
did you get cheese?
Cheese got too much dairy in it.
Oh, okay,
This cheese don't have no dairy.
All right, that's just the taste. That's good, man.
Yeah, but it still got the taste though.
You know, we was talking earlier about your back and stuff like that, and we was talking about you said you was doing treatments and stuff. Did you say you was doing stem cells as well? or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that?
I've been doing that for about 3 years now.
Okay, and how is that actually helping? With
It's helping a ton. I had this herniated disc. You know, my whole body just been herniated, and I had this one that was right here, right under my heart, and it was killing me. And the doctor was like, I don't know if I can do surgery right there and fix that one, so you might have to try something else, because that's kind of risky, you know. Anything can happen, you know, you close to the heart like that. So I started going to the stem cell thing. The first shot I got, you know, the pain ceased a lot. The next one I got, it completely went away.
Magic.
Yeah. And so I'm like,
Something's
man,
working, it's working.
I
Yeah.
didn't know stem cells could heal a herniated disc. And that was about 3 years ago now. And I still have no issues with that disc now.
How regularly do you do it?
I go every 5 months.
Every 5 months. And what is that because you start feeling pain coming back? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I start feeling a little bit coming back, and I'll go again, get that shot, it's gone.
So will the stem cells actually fully recover it, or is it just a thing that you have to continue to do?
You got to continue to do it. I don't think it's fully recovered. Yeah, because those cells eventually die off, I think, and you just add more.
And you combine that with the hyperbaric oxygen therapy.
Yeah, and that helps. Yeah, that helps with the healing process.
Yeah.
That speeds up the healing.
Yeah.
Because I remember I had this shoulder problem at one time, and I would go do the stem cells, and that after about a week or two, I'm still feeling the pain there. Well, I started doing that hyperbaric chamber, and right after I had my shot, the pain went away the next day because I was doing the hyperbaric chamber. Because I would do that first, I do the shots, and I do it some more sessions afterwards. And I'm like, okay, that hyperbaric chamber is the way to go. And it heals every pain and ache you have.
What is
I
hyperbaric
have
chamber?
no aches and pain nowhere.
What is a hyperbaric chamber? It's a pressure thing.
Yeah, so basically what
It's
hyperbaric...
just oxygen you breathing in. That's all
okay.
it is.
So it's a pressurized cabin. For example, the one we've got upstairs in Zone Recovery, it would mimic the same pressure you'd feel if you was around 6 meters underwater. But you can change the settings anywhere between 3 to 6 meters. So it's quite a fair amount of pressure, but that combination of 100% oxygen at the same time as the pressure, or 99.9% oxygen with that combination of the pressure, the physiological benefits to that is, the question isn't what does it do, it's what doesn't it do. The thing literally does everything, man. Vasculogenesis, angiogenesis.
Do you do that?
The thing's even, it reduces tumor size. It's like literally curing cancer.
And then you do that how many times? You do that
The hyperbaric chamber?
Yeah.
I try to get in about 5-6 sessions.
or what, a month or a week or what?
The whole time I'm there.
Oh, you mean
Doing
when you do it every 5 months? You mean okay?
Yeah.
And what? So how many times do you do that?
I try to do it once a week, once every couple of weeks or whatever. I just do it for sort of general health purposes. All the studies and everything right now, they suggest after you've done 40 sessions, you'll see massive health benefits, physiological benefits to your health.
You see the stem cell stuff though. Is that kind of like, that's quite experimental though, isn't it? Or is it? Is it all legit now?
Been around for a while.
Stuff is really good. It's so good they outlawed it in the U.S. So they want you to buy the pain medication.
Oh right, they're trying to keep that whole system going.
Yeah, they don't want you to.
Isn't it because of all the? I swear you have to. I don't know. I think you can use umbilical cords and stuff like that.
I've had that too.
Don't they use fetuses and stuff like that?
That's what it's. That's
where the controversy comes
the
from, though, isn't it?
women, before they have the baby, they sign these forms saying that they are donating their umbilical cord with the stem cells in there.
All right. If it's an umbilical cord, that's all good. But like, what if it's the little baby though? Isn't
Well,
it?
I mean, the umbilical cord keeps the baby alive.
No. But I'm saying like, they're saying they're using actual fetuses. They're saying they're using.
No. They don't
Is
do
that what I think?
No. It's once the baby comes from detached from the umbilical cord, that doesn't do it.
Oh,
But
okay.
they want to wait.
Oh, okay, because that's what I thought was going on. That's what I thought everyone was going crazy about it because it's using babies and stuff like that, or fetuses, like really.
No, they
small
don't use no
fetuses.
fetuses.
Oh, okay. They plant that in your back.
They just use the
Baby killer!
they just use the cells that was there.
Yeah, no, of course.
While the baby was hooked up to it.
Yeah. Did you how do you feel about we're talking about experimental stuff. How do you feel about did you get the COVID jabs?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. How do you feel about that whole COVID thing now that it's all over?
Oh, it didn't bother me at all.
Because he's an anti-COVID guy, isn't it? Like he's an anti. He tried to fight.
Here in the UK.
Well, where I grew up, we always had to take these vaccines anyway. So I just looked at it like, man, another vaccine.
Did you ever
I took all the other ones, without any problems.
Did you ever put any sort of thought or hesitation into it?
No.
You had a fully 100% trust for the big pharma?
Yeah, because like I said, you know, when I was a kid, you know, I took all those vaccines too, and nothing never really happened. It was okay.
You never had any adverse?
Never had any adverse side effects from any of it.
Didn't they say a lot of these there's a lot of bodybuilders that actually passed away quite recently in the
We're
past.
seeing a lot of, I mean, in the last 3 years, I've been keeping a list.
Yeah.
And we've had the most sort of cardiovascular related deaths in bodybuilding than we've ever seen ever. Even the guy that's painted on the other side of this wall, you remember Sean Roden?
Yeah.
God bless his soul. Passed away from, mysteriously, and I'm pretty certain he had the jabs.
No, I think he had something going on, because I remember Cedric
Cedric as well.
Yeah, he had a weak heart, and they was telling him not to train and try to get ready for a show because his heart is only operating at 20%.
Oh, damn.
But Cedric wouldn't listen. He would train. He's like, I feel good, man. I'm okay. I'm all right.
But why did he have a weak heart?
Oh, he had a weak heart because a lot of people have weak hearts. Arnold, he had the same thing, He's had several heart surgeries. And, it goes along with it, with the territory. Everybody's not going to be 100% healthy like me. And not have any problem with anything besides, my balance. But that ain't no disease or no health issue. It's just something I got to fix.
So you was living in, is it Texas during COVID?
Yeah. I've been there pretty much since I graduated college.
Yeah.
Back in 1986.
Yeah.
As soon as I graduated, I went straight to Texas.
Yeah. So if I remember rightly, most of the southern states, Texas as well, they were sort of anti-lockdown states. They didn't really lock down during the COVID era.
Yeah, they locked down.
Yeah. They did lock down.
Yeah, they locked down. I had to work out in my home gym. At least I had a gym, though.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad for me.
So you don't think there's any link between the bodybuilding deaths and because there's a lot of athlete stuff and the COVID stuff? Because that's what a lot of people are saying.
I think it's what they're doing now.
Oh, okay. You think the new steroids?
Yeah. I think these new drugs, and they take the technology a little bit too far.
Maybe.
And ain't nobody stepping in and trying to control it. I remember when I was coming along, one guy died, Mohammed Benaziza. He died from diuretics. Just took too many, and his heart gave out. So Wayne stepped in and instituted diuretic testing, and it probably prevented a lot of people from dying.
But then they backtracked was it a year or two later or something?
No. It stayed around for about a good 10 years almost.
I think
we started, let me see, we started in 1993.
Dorian's time, I think it was. And then we saw people seem to look a little bit softer during that period.
Yeah. But it was a way around it. Yeah, it was a way around it because Chad, he had me taking that powder, but it was still a diuretic. He just knew which one they were testing for, and he wouldn't put those diuretics in his formulation.
There's a lot of diuretics.
People can come up with all these different types of formulas themselves now. And I passed every drug test out there. I never got caught. Jay got caught. That's when they stopped. When Jay got caught.
Sure.
In 2001.
Yeah. You said they stopped.
Yeah, they stopped because Jay said they're gonna sue because they wasn't really going by the protocol that they needed to follow.
Oh, okay.
They would have had something like an Olympic protocol in there. It would have held up in court, but not just instituting your own drug test. You got to have some kind of protocol, and they didn't do that. It was just more like a threat than anything. So if the guy like NASA, when he failed his, he just let him take his money. Same with Sean Ray. When he failed his, he just let him take his money. Jay like, I ain't giving him. I ain't giving up my $60,000. I will sue y'all. Y'all try to take my money. I need my money. And they was like, yeah, these really won't hold up in court. So we're gonna just stop this drug testing thing instead of trying to fight these guys on this. And ain't nobody died, since they instituted it. So message was received.
Be careful.
But
with
now,
directs.
it got so relaxed that guys, they fell right back into the trap, I think.
Yeah, and I think you're right in saying that over the years, it's like a lot more compounds seem to be coming out. We're finding there's a lot more in your day.
And people are trying these things,
What were you using in your day? The basics.
Did you ever use Trend? That's what I want to see.
Trembolone is
Trend was the experimental one back in the day, wasn't it?
No.
Okay, no.
All the drugs that they had back in the day were just stuff that's been around forever.
Okay.
Trend originally was made for cattle. It was called Finabol.
Yeah.
It was I think the Trembolone hexahydrobenzyl carbonate.
Yeah, a lot of them were veterinarian type drugs. Like I think the Westrol was for horses, horse races.
Yeah, and Bolden on.
I wonder who was the first guy that was brave enough to go, you know what, let me try that.
And see, so did that. When are they going to do that to me? Let's find out. Oh, it did work with me too.
They called it, I think it was called Ganabo. It'd come in a big brown bottle, like a protein shake bottle or something.
Serious?
Wow. That was the...
Did you ever get nervous about doing any of that stuff?
No. I never had any problem with it. I didn't abuse it. People think I'm taking tons and tons. No, you don't have to take tons. You just take a recommended dose. I mean, look at the baseball guys. They probably took the same thing we were taking. How many of them look like bodybuilders? You just got to have the right genetics for everything.
This is the biggest problem I see. People, they'll look at a bodybuilder and they'll think you just took some sort of magic potion to get like that. Like there's a steroid you can jab.
Yeah.
And then 2 days later, you're like, boing.
Exactly.
It's just not the case.
Exactly.
They're forgetting the training every day, the sleeping constantly, they're eating 8 meals a day for 10 years, the dedication that goes into it.
Exactly. All because of that one drug, they thinking it's going to do the
magic
same
potion
for you.
Yeah.
And same for them as it did for you.
But they just don't have them genetics.
They don't know. You got to have genetics for all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like for anything else. You got to have genetics.
And 600 grams of protein.
Exactly.
And some cornbread, kaoli green.
You gotta eat to be big. You gotta eat to get muscle. I mean, it ain't just gonna come from drugs.
Yep.
You gotta eat to get it. And I learned that the hard way too.
They're I guess I always refer to them. They're like amplifiers. If you take them and you do nothing, you don't eat loads of food, you don't drink loads of water, you don't train, they'll just do nothing. You might get a little bit hornier or something like that. Whereas if you take them and you eat like a horse, drink like a camel, sleep like a polar bear, train like a grizzly bear, whatever you want to call it, you're gonna blow up. It will amplify your existing efforts.
Exactly.
That's what they do, man.
Exactly.
And it's like there's a limit to how much you take as well, because after a certain point, it just becomes ineffective. It's like food. You eat your 600 grams of protein a day, but if you up that to 1,200 grams, you're not going to get any more real benefit from that. You might just get fat.
Exactly.
You just convert to
Exactly.
It's the same with steroids. There's a
I think that's what
There's a limit to everything.
Oh, is that what happened? You ate too much protein.
I think it was about 1,000.
Your 8-pack turned into a 1-pack.
That's what I mean, probably, makes sense now.
But so you were using the sort of basics back then, right?
I wasn't doing the same thing anybody else was doing. Hell, shoot. Actually, I didn't know anything about steroids when I got into the sport. I learned from guys like Flex.
I know you was natural for quite a long time as well.
For about 4 years of my professional, I didn't, for 90 to 94, I didn't take anything. I was completely drug-free, qualifying for the Olympia and everything.
That is bad.
And then 95 is when, I had that talk with Flex, and he told me exactly what I need to do and what I need to take and where I need to go to get it, and I did that, and of course I got a little bit better, but I also trained hard,
You most certainly did.
Yeah, I ate what I had to eat. But the most important thing about all of that, you can have all these genetics, but if you ain't putting out and doing what you need to do, genetics don't mean a damn thing.
Like, I say this shit all the time, man. It's like, I always use like Kai Green as an example.
Yep.
He just gave up, man. Like, he would have dethroned Phil if he just carried on, man. He had the genetics, he had the work ethic, but he just stopped, man.
He'll eventually got him.
He would have.
It goes right.
It would have been
here.
like Jay and Ronnie, he would have.
Exactly. Yeah. You just gotta be mentally strong, and everybody ain't got it.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have it.
When you
had it all, wasn't it?
You
did have it all.
And I used it to my benefit.
Yeah.
when you actually started doing when you started juicing, did you actually see the difference? Did you feel the difference though?
Oh yeah.
You was like immediately.
Oh yeah.
Was you like, this is for me?
Yeah. No, I wasn't like, this is for me, because it wasn't like that. It was like, okay, I went from third to first.
Okay, straight away.
So, some working, but I didn't feel too much different, I didn't get that much stronger or nothing. I got a little bit stronger maybe, but, I was already deadlifting 750 drug-free. So, maybe it took me up another 30, 40 pounds, but it didn't take me another 300-400 pounds, So if that was the case, I've been deadlifting 1,200 pounds instead of 800.
What was so the last time you was competing natural, what was your body weight at?
230, 240, somewhere in there.
So you went up
230 and 240.
Went up nearly 100 pounds, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I also started eating a whole lot more, too. And I went from 400 grams of protein to 6. That's a lot of protein.
Yeah. Well,
that's 100 grams with every single meal. 100 grams of protein.
That's a lot of food. And
it took me 2 months to get my body to assimilate that. I couldn't do it just right away. I had to eat a little bit at a time, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, until 2 months later, I'm there. I can eat it, no problem at all. But just trying to stuff 600, you go from 4 to 6. It didn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that. It went from 4 to 425, 450. I was increasing a little bit every single day until that 2 months passed, and I was able to get to 6.
There's
comfortably.
Yeah, there's a connected sort of process, because you started taking the gear. A lot of them things increase your appetite. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The extra nutrition in you, makes you a little bit stronger, a little bit more energy. Stronger. That extra strength helps you put on, it damages your muscles a bit more, and then you recover, grow stronger, bigger. And it all kind of keeps going round in a circle, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, all connected.
All connected together.
Was you on growth hormone as well, obviously?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy.
That also helped out too.
The elixir of youth.
What was your, Andreas was saying, what was your whole routine? What was it? What was your whole cycle?
I took mostly, I didn't take Deca because Chad didn't like that. So it was mostly Enazate, Primo, Winstrol, Tren. But it was a little bit at a time, we'd take out, Nazate and put in propionate, So it was constantly changing as I got to the show. It was a lot of anabolic stuff starting off, and then the closer I got to the show, there was a lot of androgens, You know, the cutting drugs like the Winstrol, the Primo, and propionate, you know, stuff like that.
Was the Winstrol oral injectable that you were taking?
Oh no, both.
Both.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Winstrol.
Same thing with well, you know, Winstrol is only 50 milligrams.
Yeah. Well, it's the yeah.
Yeah, and you know, Sustanon is 250, so you gotta look at it like that too.
Did you ever get, you know, because obviously Winstrol sort of withdraws the water from your muscles and your joints. Did you ever start feeling it in your joints? Do you think it contributed to any injuries?
Yeah.
Winstrol.
Yeah, I did. I used to have to wrap real tight. You know,
We saw the wraps, the knee wraps, the Superman suit.
Yeah, knee wraps real tight, elbow wraps real tight. You know, because I got a lot of pain there. So yeah, I was wrapping up real good. You know, but I don't have any side effects from it. You know, my knees are still perfectly good. My elbows are still perfectly good. I don't have any pain or nothing, no joint pain or nothing like that, no arthritis or nothing like that. Right. And I'm 60, so I protected everything pretty good. Yeah, that went a long way in protecting everything. I always wore a belt, you know, for my back, even though I had all those back surgeries still, you know. It probably would have been a lot worse if I didn't use the belt.
If you didn't wear that belt, I can only imagine, man.
Well, maybe it would have happened sooner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it just would have happened right there and then. That's a fucking lot of weight, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of weight, yeah.
And that's all on your spine.
Exactly, all on your spine, yeah. All on your spine, because I didn't even do anything to my neck, and my neck got herniated, you know. And the same thing with my wife. She has herniated disc in her neck. She don't even work out. She didn't jog and stuff like that, but you know, but as far as hitting weights.
Didn't you say you had a neck injury when you was playing football back in the day?
Yeah.
Do you reckon it could have linked to that maybe, or not really?
No, not really. No.
Okay.
It wasn't neck serious, nothing like that, you know. I had to go to chiropractor for my neck or nothing.
With all these steroids, I mean, you know what? Yeah, what I'm going to say here is, you know, so you started juicing, yeah, and you started winning. So what do you reckon would have happened if you didn't start juicing?
Oh, I wouldn't have started winning.
You reckon you would have never been the Ronnie Coleman, the great name? It would have never happened.
Well, fact.
So in some ways, you like it's essential to really get on the juice to win these bodybuilding competitions.
You don't beat these guys out there. The playing field is not level.
But the industry says that they don't acknowledge steroids in the sport, right? So like they
don't acknowledge it because it's illegal. You know.
So what's the deal with that? How do they fix that? Surely, like people need to know that, you know, like you need to take these things for it to happen. But it's like hush hush. It's so like it doesn't make sense.
It's just common sense, though, man.
Yeah, but I know. But everybody is watching bodybuilding.
Yeah. There should probably be more transparency, right?
Select group of people watching. That's it.
Oh right, okay, yeah, fair enough.
It's not like football where you got 100,000 people show up at a game, or basketball where you got 20,000, 30,000 people every night. You know, you get to Mr. Olympia, you get 5,000 fans at the most. You know,
okay. That's like the World Cup bodybuilding as well.
Yeah.
It's not affecting that many people. Huh?
It's a very niche sport.
Yeah. It's not that influential, like, you know, like basketball.
Do you still go to shows now?
Football.
Do you go to shows and watch them? So you enjoy it?
The other day, but we saw you there.
Doing, you know, seminars and appearances.
No, but you just do. What about for just like your do you like going to these? I mean, obviously you can't say you don't like going to them, but do you enjoy it as much as you did back then, like kind of thing?
I'm about the same about then as now.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And how do you feel when you see people on the stage now? How do you feel like compared to like
I
when
was up there.
All right.
I'd do anything to get back on stage. Oh man. Those were the best times, best days of my life. I can remember my first contest still. You know, I didn't want to do bodybuilding, but once I got up there on that stage and started having fun, started enjoying myself, I like, this is pretty neat. Yeah, I like this.
And all you wanted was that free gym membership,
people,
right?
Yeah. You got people yelling and screaming for you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Gotta psych you up, get you going. Just like when I was playing football, you know, same thing pretty much, you know. So it's just a lot of joy and excitement you get out of doing these things, you know. It's that passion, like I was saying, you know. And once you're passionate about something, oh man, you look forward to doing it as much as you can. And like I said, I still miss it every single day. So if I can get up there on stage and do the stuff I used to do, I'll be right there doing it.
Of course you would.
What about like
doing what I used to do?
what about like training? Do you train people or anything like that? Do you
I don't train people. I've never been interested in training people because I know they're not going to do what I do.
All right.
They're going to complain about
What?
way
You're gonna have to wait for that genetics to pass through, isn't it? Wait for one of the grandkids to come through.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what.
Hopefully that happens one day.
Yeah.
So looking at the Mr. O top 5 this year, we had Samsung first.
Yeah.
Do you see potential in anyone in the top 5 of doing something great?
Yeah. All of them. You know, it's wide open every year, I think. I mean, I came from ninth, you know. You got to look at those guys, too. And you never know when somebody new is going to, you know, like that Neckzilla guy, you know. He's probably going to be a force to be reckoned with once he gets some...
Who's that Neckzilla you're talking of?
Yeah, once he gets some maturity to his muscle. He's still a young guy right now. You know? Young muscles don't look all that good, you know.
He's got the craziest proportion. It's almost like he looks deformed, but deformed in the right places.
Yeah, and it'll probably get better as you get older, you know.
Muscle maturity.
Yeah,
How old is he?
Muscle maturity start
He's in
taking
his
over.
20s, I think. Isn't he?
Last time I remember, one time I saw it, he was 17. That was a while ago. So how old is he now? He must be about 20.
I don't know his exact. He's in his 20s, so yeah. He's young, super young.
Yeah, he's in his early 20s.
That's mad.
Because I remember I started bodybuilding when I was 25, 26, somewhere around there. So I already had a little bit going on. You know, I just didn't have that much. I didn't have that Neckzilla look. I just had a real nice shaped look, you know, back in those days. 'Cause I had 29-inch waist when I first started bodybuilding, you know, and it didn't really get that big from there, you know. Of course, if the body's gonna grow, everything's gonna grow. So I kept it the whole time, pretty much. I was there.
He's in his 20s. How do you feel about, he's obviously taking stuff, isn't he? How do you feel about him taking stuff? Do you think that's like...
Yeah.
You think that's a bit dangerous for his...
be like me?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Of course, if it was me, I wouldn't encourage him. I'm gonna encourage people to do it the way I did it, because I fully maximized my potential naturally until I, you know, finally got everything out of it that I could, and to get better, you know, and to get more, I had to add something to it.
Yep.
And when I did, you know, it was right on time. Because like I said, of course I started winning right away.
Did you feel you'd reached that plateau, you know, like you're not really getting anywhere now when you were
exactly.
Yeah.
That's where I was. Exactly where
It's because you lost a few things in it. Well, you didn't place first in a lot of things, and then you decided to take that, and then you wasn't placing first in your competitions. Is that why you decided to get into it?
Yeah.
And then it took you to the next level, I suppose.
Yeah. I wasn't placing.
How many competitions did you actually? How many competitions didn't you place top before you decided to do it?
Just about every one I entered, I was in top 5, top 6.
But how many was that? Is that like 10, 20, 5?
I would do about 4 or 5 shows a year.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was still placing like, you know, third down to like 6. I never placed worse than 6. You know,
Okay.
after I came into it, you know, like my second year into it was a pro. My first year as a pro, nobody knew who I was and where I came from. I turned pro real quick. You know, it's like I come into the sport, before I can build a name and a reputation, I'm pro. Just like that. I started competing first time ever in 1990. I turned pro in 1991, the next year. So
In those days, that was super quick.
Where you come from? We don't know him.
If you say that these days, that's kind of just like normal, man. You know, pro cards are getting sort of dished out left, right, and centre. In your day, you know,
back then,
getting a pro card was something special.
Flex
Like,
and see who else? Chris, all those guys, they were around for a while, you know, before they got their pro card.
yeah,
I didn't even compete as a teenager, you know. 'Cause I started at 26, 25, 26, somewhere in there. Flex and all those other guys, they started when they was teenagers, you know. I don't know when they started, you know, taking stuff, but they started bodybuilding real early, whereas I didn't, because I was playing football for the most part and getting my degree in college. Or I don't think none of those guys did.
we saw you bumped into Chris the other day at the Prague show.
Yeah,
How do you feel when you bump into the old faces?
Oh, yeah, I love it. Yeah, well, I still keep in touch with as many guys as I possibly can, you know. Because like I said, we had a lot of camaraderie back in those days. We looked out for each other. Like, we would help each other tan up, help each other find food, help each other find drugs or whatever we need. We wasn't hating on nobody. You know, Flex told me everything he was taking, and then helped me find where to get it, you know. And anytime I needed help with something, and I went to one of those guys, they helped without hesitation. Without hesitation. Nobody was against nobody. And we were all like that.
Friendly competition.
Yeah, friendly competition. You know, the judge is going to make the decision. I mean, why not help a guy out? You never know when you're going to need help, too, you know. Ain't nobody perfect out there. You know, there's enough money for everybody to make money, you know. And, you know, most part we all did make money. So we all did pretty good.
Yeah.
And then because we all helped each other out and nobody hated on nobody. So we got along really good. So every chance I get, you know, I try to, you know, interact with these guys. One day you're here and the next day you're gone.
That's true. You go so quick.
Yeah, you never know. I'm still a real good friend with Kevin and Flex and Milos, all the guys. We were always good friends back in the day, you know. It's just we don't get a chance to see each other like we used to because, you know, we all came together at those shows. You know, we were always doing shows. Back in the day, we all competed, you know, at these shows, at these small shows and stuff. You know, these guys here, they'll do a show here and they do a show there, and that's it. And we had 7 shows in 11 days one time.
Wow.
Exactly. Imagine doing
As an
that.
open bodybuilder, that's
Exactly.
nuts, yeah.
Yeah, and then it was like that all the time on those European tours. You know, it was always at least 5, 6, 7 shows every year, and we'd always do it.
What was your favorite show, not including the Olympia?
Russia, you got treated real good in Russia.
Russia.
Really?
And they had a lot of money over there, and they treated you good. They treated you real good. They fed you whatever you wanted. They had good transportation. You know, I remember one time I got off the airplane. I got a police escort to the venue. Police escort, and I'm not Mr. Olympia. I'm just guy coming up.
Yeah.
But in Russia, I got a police escort. I'm like, what the hell is this? And the guy was running people off the road. And you in the crosswalk, he run you over. You better get out the way.
Presidential treatment.
I was sitting there watching it. I'm like, we can't do nothing like that. Back home.
You know, I almost zoned out for a second there. When you said police escort, I thought you said escort. Like, you getting them Russian ladies. We got treated real good, man.
They showed up one show with a bus load of women.
There we
serious?
go.
A trailway bus.
That's
load.
why you liked Russia.
Yeah. And, you didn't have to pay nothing. It was free. And they was like,
You got a buffet, free buffet.
You got a free Russian puppet.
how many do you want?
Oh, like that. How many did you take?
I didn't take any.
His wife's watching this, so we're going to play it safe now.
It was a couple guys. They had like 3 or 4.
Yeah. If it's a busload, why not in it?
Why not? And they knock on your door. How many you want? I'll take that one. And that one. And yeah, I'll definitely take her.
Go on then, another one.
Yeah.
That's funny.
And the food was the same way, you know. Whatever food you wanted, they get it for you.
So there's probably a lot of bodybuilders out there right now thinking, I'm going to be competing in Russia this year.
How about Russia?
Russia, that's my favorite
I
show.
don't think Russia's the same now. It's like that no more. That was back in the day when everything was cool, you know. It wasn't all this politics stuff, political stuff going on, war and all that. But, you know, they arrested one of the basketball girls and had her in prison for like almost 9 months.
She had lots of weed on her, though, didn't she? She had quite a lot of weed on her, right?
No, she didn't have no weed on her.
What?
You know what she had on
What's
her?
that?
She had some CBD product,
Oh, no.
some hair product.
Where did she go? I didn't even hear about this.
That's ages ago I heard about
No,
it.
that was a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that's mad.
Brittany Griner, she plays professional basketball.
She's still in jail now?
No, she got out.
Oh, okay.
No, they traded a prisoner for her. Russia gave us her back, and we gave them one of the drug guys back that we arrested.
Yeah, I guess that is one of the most beautiful things about bodybuilding. Nobody cares where you came from. Nobody cares your race, your religion, what your job is. When you step in the gym, we're all just brothers lifting iron, sisters lifting iron. Yeah,
That's deep.
That's it.
So what are you up to nowadays? Like, what do you do? What's your day to day?
We got seminar meet and greet tonight at 6 o'clock.
No, but I mean in general, like, what do you do these days? Are you just going around touring? Where do you live? Do you live in the same place? Okay.
I'm still in the same place.
still training at Metroflex.
Still training at Metroflex.
Still got his free gym membership there.
You know, I own my supplement company, Ronnie Coleman Signature Series. We started that in 2011, and every year it gets bigger and better.
Oh, really?
We started out at like 4 million, and our first year, and now we up to almost 20.
Really?
I remember when it came out, I think we stocked your Yeah Buddy pre-workout, but all of a sudden it's just really difficult to get the Ronnie stuff here in the UK, man.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Good product. Yeah, that was definitely pretty strong.
Is that why it's too strong to get into?
We tried to come out with a line that was not as strong, but that one didn't really take off that much. We get it out there sometimes though.
Yeah. So just running your company a lot then? That's what you're doing most of the time?
Yeah. I'm doing that, you know, and I still do like endorsements. Got like Cameo, I got Memo, I got Young LA that I do endorsement for, and see, I got these kids in the house. Got 5 kids in the house with us. That'll keep you pretty busy too.
That'll keep you
gotta
real
take
busy.
kids to school, pick them up from school. Then you got to take them to the events that they compete in. Like you had daughters that were skating, daughters that played volleyball, daughters doing gymnastics. So it's quite a bit going on in the house right
There's
now.
a lot going on in the house. So while you're away, I'm assuming your missus is...
Yeah, she take care of everything. Yeah, I'm about 2 weeks is the most I'm gone for.
I was gonna say that's a lot on your missus' plate. 5 kids.
Well, she got help too. We got we got people helping her out too.
Yeah.
We got
family members.
we got somebody to clean the house. We got somebody to help with the kids, like babysitter, and sometimes the family members will kick in and help out, but we don't really need them that much because, like I said, we got other people. We hire people to do all that stuff. You know, babysit and hang out with the kids, clean the house, and take care of all that stuff around the house for us. So basically, all we got to do is just, like I said, take them to school, take them to the events and stuff like
The
that.
fun parts of parenting.
Yeah, the fun part.
I love all that, man. The school run and taking them to their after-school clubs is the best part of it.
Yeah. That's all good there.
How many grams of protein do you eat now?
Maybe 200.
I thought you was going to
Have you
say
got-
600, baby.
Yeah, because I say so you got a chef for that and that now. They part of the junior.
wife
Oh, your
is
wife
a
does it.
good cook.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
she was trying to be a chef at one time, so
Oh, nice. That's,
she
that's the one.
Yeah,
You hit the
she,
jackpot.
yeah, she does a lot of cooking, and she cooked a lot of meals at the house for the kids, and then she'll cook a lot of times for parents when they come over every week and stuff too. And then one time she was cooking for other people too, where she would charge them certain fees to cook certain things.
For like private catering.
Yeah. But she just cooked and that was it, and just send it to people. She would deliver it to them, whatever.
Gives her something to do, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
a stay-at-home mom at the moment.
Yeah. Well, she got enough. 4 kids.
Yeah,
5
that's a
kids
full. That is a full-time job.
She has kids of her own too. When I met her, she had 2 boys. So they stayed with us too. So
So does that mean you got 7 in the house, or is that included in the 5?
No. One of them moved out.
All right. Also, 4 of your daughters with her, 1 of the sons.
Yeah, it's still there. But it's working out pretty good.
Must live in a big house then.
Yeah, I got a pretty big house. Yeah. The kids got their own bathroom. They got their own shower, bathtub in every room.
Oh man.
Yeah. Every room, every kid got their own bathroom and everything.
Yeah, that's a luxury. I think people living in the States have. They got a lot of them have
And we
big
got
houses
like
and space.
7 bathrooms in my house. 6, 7 bedrooms, something like that.
You say that to someone here in the UK, they'll be like, "What is this person royalty?" Or so? Nobody lives like that in the UK here.
We
The
got-
average house is like a 3-bedroom house with 1 bathroom.
Oh no. No, we got a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
We got a pool and all that kind of stuff, and we got an acre of land, a big lot there.
You got any cattle or things like that?
No, my wife got gardens and stuff where she grow, fruits and vegetables in there.
Yeah. Does she use them in the cooking?
Yeah, she uses them.
Oh,
for
that's
cooking.
amazing.
Yeah, she uses them for cooking and stuff. But that's enough, That's a lot of work too.
It is. It sounds like your wife matches your Superman. She's Superwoman.
Yeah,
man.
she keeps herself pretty busy too.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Especially when I'm not there,
Yeah, she's got her hands full, plate full.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
I'm very conscious of the time because I know you lot have got to be headed up to Liverpool now.
Oh, yeah.
Up to Merseyside. So, Joel, did you want to chime in anything? You got to put anything to this? No. Donnie,
Y'all just been
any
I got 2 quick questions.
pals?
2 quick ones.
Loaded
One
up.
of them is, obviously you train now. Are you on cycle now?
No, well, I just do HRT. I wouldn't call it a cycle. It's just like
Hormone
a
replacement.
shot
therapy.
here, a shot there.
All right.
To keep my test levels up.
Okay.
Body don't.
What's your definition?
testosterone, like
What's your
you-
definition of HRT?
No,
It's only 1,000 milligrams, baby.
No, it's no way.
2,000 maybe.
I might have a shot like every 4 or 5 days.
Oh,
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, just
Just
about.
keep it
maybe
going.
slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't need.
I was gonna say every 4 or 5 hours.
I don't need to be big or nothing no more. I don't need to be strong or nothing no more. So I just do maintenance type. It's just a maintenance type of a dose just to keep my testosterone levels up,
Yeah.
Because like I said, body don't produce nowhere near like it used to.
sir.
When you get to your 60s, you start falling off a lot. A whole lot.
Don't feel like Superman anymore.
No Superman no more. They over and done with.
Do you miss feeling like Superman?
Oh, miss it like
Yeah.
I miss a meal every 3-4 hours.
If you had to tell someone from the younger generation, what would you say to them? about their youth, about their...
Yeah, I always try to tell people that learn as much as you can about the sport of bodybuilding or whatever sport you're in, because knowledge is power. The more you know, the better off you're going to be, because that's when I started winning those Olympias. Yeah. When I got with Chad and he, taught me all these new things, things that I thought I took for granted and didn't know about. So thank God for him, or else I would have never won the Olympia, because I was happy and content doing the thing the way that I was doing them, And the way that I was doing, I'm not going to get to the Olympia. I'm not going to get no Olympia crown, Not alone 8 of them. Because I thought I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't.
And I guess I
really didn't know.
That's life, isn't it? It's the beauty of life. No one will ever know it. It's a continuous, never-ending learning process. That's bodybuilding as well.
You got to get out there and get that knowledge. And, knowledge is power. Yeah, the more you have, the better you're going to be. Just like with any sport, though,
Yeah.
Even playing football or basketball, the more knowledge you have about your sport, the better you're going to be at it.
100. What was that loss?
This is a quick one. I just saw your ring. Is that like a Mr. Olympia ring?
Yeah, yeah.
That's your Mr. Olympia?
Yes, that's what they give the guys that win the Olympia now. They just started it this year.
Yeah, it was only this year.
Yeah,
so did you get one? Did they give them to all the previous Mr. Olympias?
No, just me and a few guys. Me and a few guys got them, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what you call a pinky ring, man. A pinky ring.
No, it's supposed to be right here, but it's not big enough for right there. But it fits pretty good right here, though.
Yeah, that's a cool ring.
I can't even get it to go on these fingers.
Man, that was it.
Right, Big Ron. One thing we do, well, 2 things we do at the end of every podcast. Give us your, I don't know, whatever, we know what your slogan is, but any words of inspiration you want to give someone, so, I don't know, a paragraph, a sentence, something to motivate people, anything you want to say at all, some words you live by?
No, not really. I've always believed in these 5 principles that I live by: hard work, dedication, determination, sacrifice, the biggest one of all, faith, and whatever you do, never give up and never quit, because quitters never win.
That's the damn motherfucking truth, 100%.
No matter what.
I don't fucking moan. No complaining, because you get second place will get you complaining.
No complaining.
All right, and then the last thing I get everyone to do in here, I've actually asked you to do this before, but what my sort of slogan is, I go, hey, come on. So give us...
Yeah, buddy.
You got to do this one.
Do my slogan. Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Yes. Thank you so much, Ronnie, for coming on.
you, man.
Absolute fucking legend, man. Thank you, Ronnie. Amazing.
All right, we're out.